Hey everybody, Mr. Cherry here, and I'm going to ask you one question. What is XCOM Enemy Unknown? Some people may not know what XCOM is at all, which is okay. You don't need to know what XCOM is. Especially for the newer generation, which I have a feeling more younger audience view my channel. XCOM is an old game made in 1994 or 5, I'm absolutely sure, for the PC. And it was really really popular amongst the strategy fans, and it's pretty much known across the land for being one of the most strategic games ever made. So what happened is it got remade, and it's not a bad thing. It's actually pretty cool what they did with it. So we're gonna go ahead and just jump in and start playing right now. I'm gonna go ahead and mute it, and I'll continue my little rant in a minute.
Commander. In light of the recent extraterrestrial incursion, this Council of Nations has convened to approve the activation of the XCOM project. You have been chosen to lead this initiative, to oversee our first and last line of defense. Your efforts will have considerable influence on this planet's future. We urge you to keep that in mind as you proceed. Good luck, Commander.
Okay, so you can obviously tell this game is very much aliens are invading, we're trying to stop them kind of thing. So this game, when it first came out, it was kind of, I mean, I was alive when it came out, but I never actually was into gaming on the PC at the time. I was more into the Super Nintendo because I was like, what, 3 or 4? Maybe even 5, I don't remember exactly the age. But, aliens invade the Earth, there's a lot of things going on, you have to actually capture them, research them. It's very intuitive, very interesting. The only difference between this one and the old one, I like the old one a little bit better, is that you can have multiple bases, and you can have, your soldiers have more movement, more freedom of movement and inventory management and things like that. But, this game may be a little more streamlined, but that's not a bad thing, but it's also not a good thing. I don't know. I understand why they did it, because they want to take a different approach and try to appeal to a master audience, so, I can take and give for that. So we have to identify one base location, either in North America, Europe, Asia, South America, or Africa. And each one gives you different bonuses. Like, if you actually start the game the first time, you only, I think, have the option between North America and Europe. And the reason why, I don't know the reason exactly why, but that's just how it is, I guess. There's actually a storyline you can follow in the game. You can choose to go around it seems like, but I don't think you can win that way. And the game does get progressively harder the more you research and the more you get done. But we're just going to kind of hop right into it. Each one gives you special little bonuses, like Africa gives you more funding. South America lets you do autopsies and interrogations more instantly, which honestly, I don't find that to be a big buff. Honestly, there's only one guy I liked, Optofstein, because he gives you free auto reloads. That's the only thing I've ever found that was worth it so far. Future combat, that's not too bad. This one isn't too bad. I like Europe and I like North America. North America is not bad. Europe, it can be really good. Asia's actually really good too. But I think we're gonna go Europe. And what I'm gonna do for this game, guys, is if you guys would like to be named in this game, like I can name my soldiers after whatever I want. If you guys want to be named after anything, I'll leave a comment down below. I'll name you after the channel or any name you want me to name them. I don't care. Just go ahead and throw a name out there. I'll put it in there. Try not to make it too inappropriate though. Just something fun. And that's your character. If he dies, he dies. That's it. Sorry, I'm not going to remake him probably. I'll try. We'll see. Depends. But I mean, if you guys have like a specific way you want me to customize them to, go ahead and let me know. Alright.
Don't take any chances.
So here we are. This is actually the combat portion of the game. It's a turn-based strategy, and basically we have to find and kill all the aliens. Simple as that. So this game actually plays more similar to, I would say, a third-person shooter than a traditional strategy game.
Got something over here.
And I don't know, that's not necessarily a bad thing. I don't even know what you would say it is. It's not a bad thing, it's not a good thing either, I don't know. I mean, I like it for what it is, but it doesn't feel like a strategy game like the old one does. Oh my god, all four of them right there. I mean, the game is addicting. I've already put 22 hours into it, and I've literally just started playing, so some people that are new to my channel know this game is old. Some people that are on my channel are like, you must have had this forever. No, I haven't had this forever. I've wanted to get it forever, but I haven't had the chance to get it. It recently went on sale on Steam. I picked it up because I had some extra money from selling some cards and stuff that I had, and I had to do it. It's such a good game. Fraps may have a little bit of problems with it. It always seems to do. I don't know why. It just doesn't like me for some reason. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. So we know where all the aliens are. I don't think there's going to be any more than just the 4 that are over here. Sorry, the game is going to be kind of doing some weird pausing in stuff because of Fraps. It doesn't seem to like this game. I tried recording it before. It didn't seem to enjoy it too much. So we're going to move Camille over here. Who's this guy? Mateo Binich. Actually, that's a pretty good spot. Why don't you go hide over there? So, in this one, in the old one, your units didn't really take cover, more as they ducked. In this one, they actually take cover, which is a really nice necessity, I find, in any current-gen gaming, because we're so accustomed to a cover system. I mean, try to think Gears of War or some type of game with a cover system that's so heavy on it, and try to think that game without it. And it seems like a lot of games are reliant on the cover system in a lot of their gamings, which isn't bad. It's not a bad thing to be reliant on a cover system. Honestly, this game does really well with it. I mean, you can tell there's half covers and full covers, and it's pretty obviously marked. It doesn't feel like it's not marked or unmarked or anything like that. It feels pretty nice. So it looks like we have a 25% chance shot here and a 45%. We'll take the 45 and hoping this is it, which we do. Pretty simple. And it's actually the guy that was linked with this one. If you kill the guy that's linked to the other one, they'll both die. If you kill the one that's just linked, the one that didn't link to the other one, that one just dies. I don't know how to explain that any better. There's probably a way better way of explaining that, and I'm just terrible at explaining things sometimes. So I think we're going to throw a grenade at this wall. I think it'll kill it. We'll find out right now, because there is environmental damage. And it kills it. We get an achievement. Bada boom. And that was it. That was the end of your first mission. Now, this game is very random. Random events happen all the time. It's different maps all the time. Although I have ran into the same map a few times, and that thing I don't really care for. It kind of annoys me. It's kind of like, well, I already know this map, so I kind of already know where all the aliens are going to be. Which isn't good, in my opinion. In the old XCOM games, you didn't know where the aliens were, and they wouldn't introduce themselves like they do in this one. Like, if they appear out of the fog of war, they do like a little intro cutscene, which honestly I find a little broken. And the reason is because if it's your turn and you find them, they move instantly as soon as you find them. They move and go around to cover or something, so you have a chance to react. But on the flip side, if it's their turn and they run into you, they get an extra turn, but they don't get to shoot. I don't think they've never shot on me on their extra turn. They always run away into cover, and that's really weird. And I honestly, that could use a patch if anyone's listening. I don't think they are because this game's too old for that. But I could be wrong. If someone's listening, that would be an outstanding addition the game really could use. So in the game, you have your engineering bay where you can build different stuff. Right now, I can only build a med kit and a satellite. Actually, a satellite wouldn't be too bad to build right now. Actually, let's build 2 of them. 2 of them are good to have. I don't need a med kit right now. Here's your research lab where you research all these different things. So you can research the biology of them, their weapon fragments, or the alien materials, stuff like that. And they lead to different paths to things that you can do. So we're just going to go ahead and do the interrogation stuff first because it's easier to get done with. So let's go ahead and go into our missions here. So as you can see, we don't have any real active missions yet. All you can do is scan for activity, which we're going to do. So it's going to scan around the world. It's going to look for aliens and things like that, just in the places that we have a satellite, which unfortunately is just right here. But we get alien abductions instead of like random spaceships. Spaceships still happen, but not as much as the original. It seems like alien abductions happen more, which are like mini terror missions from them. For those of you that are fans of the old game. And I don't know why I keep rambling on about this game. Most people that are watching me play it probably already know about it. But in the old game, they had these things called terror missions where you had to go rescue civilians, and they were extremely difficult. And in this one, they still have terror missions, but I don't find them as challenging. Like, they're pretty difficult, but they're not anything too difficult. I don't know. They seem manageable. Which isn't a bad thing. I don't mind stuff that's manageable, but I don't know. Right now, I don't know if I want scientists or engineers more. See, this game gives you a weird option of choosing stuff. Like, I can't just do all of these in a row, like you would think that you could. You actually have to just choose one. And I'm trying to think if I need more scientists or more engineers. I think engineers are pretty important. So I think we're going to go engineers. Now, the reason I find engineers more important is because you can build things faster and cheaper with them. And certain things that can't be built can be built with more of them. So there's certain things. So right now, we have no one named. Do we name anybody right now? I don't think we do. I don't really care. But I mean, I can go into the unit. I can load them out different ways as soon as I unlock different stuff. They have different ability trees. Like, this is a heavy, so the heavy gets different stuff. And this is an assault, so she gets different stuff. Or he, excuse me. And these guys right now don't have a certain rank. They're snipers and a support as well. And they do exactly as they sound like. Like, the heavy brings around an LMG. The assault brings around a shotgun, kind of runs around the map a lot. And I mean, there's a lot of stuff to this game. It's very unique. I don't know if I like some of the things about this game. I don't think I like everything about the game. I like a lot about the game, though. The only thing I really don't like is how streamlined it feels. Like, it feels too streamlined. Kind of like how World of Warcraft... sorry everybody. World of Warcraft feels like right now. It feels too streamlined, it feels too easy, too simple. This game definitely has its moments where it feels a bit too simple to play. It doesn't feel as challenging and, what's the word I'm looking for? Difficult, as the older ones did. The older ones felt a lot more difficult. So what I'm doing right now is you have 2 action moves in a round with one character. There's a blue space where you can run to and still have another action. And there's the orange space where that will take up 2 actions. And you have these different stuff like fire, overwatch, and frag grenade. Overwatch basically means if they see someone move, they're going to shoot at him. I mean enemy, of course. If they see an enemy move. So, this is pretty basic. I mean, the old one, it was like that too, but it was much more different. They didn't have an Overwatch mode, per se. I forget exactly how it worked. I haven't played it in so long. But they had a mode where if you had enough action points left over, they'd take a snapshot. And that was really powerful. Honestly, that system was really, really powerful if you knew how to abuse it. And in this game, it's relatively the same way. If you know how to abuse the system, it can be very, very powerful. And I have found some game-breaking glitches in this game so far, so save often. I'm going to tell you that right now. So there's the Overwatch working right there, as you can clearly see. And so these guys are going to take the reaction shots on this one guy moving outside. They both miss because they're not upgraded enough. They suck at this kind of stuff, but I still want to take the chance. So, I mean, the game is good. It's not a bad game. It's just, it's different. It's really different from the original. And honestly, I would argue that it is too easy compared to the original, if you're more of a fan of the original. But the counter argument would be that this game is more accessible, which isn't a bad thing. It's okay to be accessible in your game. It's just to how much point you're trying to be accessible. This game doesn't really have a very steep learning curve. Whereas it's more of a trial and error kind of game, like Dark Souls or Demon Souls, whichever one you've ever played. So right now, all these guys are moving around. So there's that little animation I was talking about where they first appear, and they're like, yeah, it's a really weird thing that they did with that. It's like they're trying to be more cinematic with their game, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's more kind of confusing, I would say. The reason I would say it's more confusing is because I don't understand why would you need to be more cinematic with your game when your game should be the presentation. This game has tons and tons of presentation. Like, the presentation in this game, I would say, is top notch. Whereas the actual gameplay feels a little more lacking because of the presentation. Now, I am knocking this game. It feels like a little harder than I should be because I absolutely love this game. I'm having way too much fun with it. In fact, like I said, I spent 22 hours. I'm just assessing the game to try to make it understandable for other people. If that makes any sense at all, which I don't know if it does. So, this guy looks like... I can't tell which one's mind controlling which right now. I think it's this guy. Or not mind controlling. I don't know what they do, but they make him stronger. Yes, he has 4 health, and this guy has 3. They originally have 3. This guy has 4, so that means he's linking with this one. So we have a 40% chance to hit this one. So we're going to go ahead and take that shot. And hopefully he kills him. If he does, we get a double kill, which is really good. In any game where you get a double kill, whether it be Call of Duty or something else, it's obviously a really good thing, and you want to make sure you get that every chance you get. So the game is a little laggy right now. I'm sure it may look like that on YouTube as well. And I'm sorry it does. The game runs perfect on my console, or not my console, but my PC. It's just when Fraps runs, it eats up more RAM, and therefore this happens a lot. It's really not that bad though. And look, she had 45% chance of missing that, and she still misses it. That happens a lot early on, I've noticed. As soon as you actually start upgrading your weapons and upgrading your soldiers, it works out a lot better. I mean, I'm trying to give you kind of like a first impressions of this game, which doesn't make sense since I've been playing it for 22 hours. But I'm also trying to give you an honest review. And if I had to tell you, get the game if you're a strategy fan. If you're not a strategy fan, just ignore it. It's not worth your time. But, It's pretty good. I mean, it's not bad at all. I love it. I'm having a grand time with this game. I feel like I haven't even scratched the surface of it, and I feel like I've seen a lot of it. I don't think I've seen everything, but I feel like I've seen a good portion of the game, what it has to offer. But I still feel like there's more to unlock. And honestly, this is probably my 10th or 800th game I've played. There are different ways to play it. There's an Iron Man style where you can't reload a save, stuff like that. I don't ever reload a save anyway, so Iron Man doesn't even really speak to me. Although you could abuse that system. I just don't, because I don't even use it. Usually what I've been doing lately is I've just been playing the game, and if I die or if I lose, I feel like I'm just losing and there's no point in playing anymore. I just restart. Like, I have more fun doing that. But I'm going to throw a frag grenade right here in hopes to kill the guy that's mind controlling the other one, or linking, I think it's called. So that leads into a double kill, which is worth it. Now, if you use grenades, you won't collect their fragments or whatever. I don't know. It doesn't seem all that important so far, I've noticed. Like, I'm sure someone will counter-argument that and say, yeah, it's the most important thing in the world. But that's how you play. And that's the beauty of this game, is that there's so many different ways to play. So, just take that, take and give situation where I play a certain way, play a different way. This is how I play. if you guys, like I said, would like your soldiers to be named, let me know. Or you let me know if you guys want me to continue playing this game, which I do. I would love to keep playing this game and recording it for you guys, but you guys got to make sure you support it. I need the support of you guys, man. I can't give enough support. Hitman's been doing really well. Thank you very much for all the support there. I will have more episodes up soon. The game is all finished. I just have to edit and upload. I've just been really busy since it's the holidays. This is literally the day after Christmas when I'm recording this. But we just unlocked the support guy. So she gets smoke grenades. He gets a headshot ability. He gets a sniper rifle as well. But so there's different trees. You have two different options. Sometimes one seems more obvious than the other, and some would agree that, you know, if you do one thing, it's better than the other. But me personally, with the assault, I've always liked going the more defense route with this one. I always like that one more than the other one. I don't really like going for the crit chance because the shotgun already has a high crit chance. So trying to increase his crit chance seems silly to me. Whereas a sniper, I'd rather increase her crit chance because she does massive damage anyways. And there's like different things you can do, like firing on your first turn with this guy is no longer the end of the turn, which is pretty strong. But I prefer having this one because he lets him. It lets everyone have better aiming on the creature he's aiming on, which is good in my opinion. I find better. I would even argue.
We will be in touch, Commander.
You know, I'm sorry. I just had a cup of coffee, so I'm a little runny right now. I've been congested pretty bad lately. So let's go ahead and make this workshop they want us to make. And this is actually where the base construction happens. And it's interesting because you have to keep digging digger and it gets more expensive the more you dig down. I don't know, it's a weird system compared to the older system, I would say. But it's not a bad way of doing it either. You see, you can argue it all you want. The game has flaws like any game would right now. But, I don't know. I'm trying to give you guys a really good explanation of what I'm thinking. But that's really difficult because of how I feel about the game. I really like it. I think it's really good.
So we can take one of these things alive.
And this is a story portion where they want you to try to take an alien alive, so you can basically.
This technology has a number of potential
shut up,
applications.
people. I'm trying to think
I'm sure
now.
the science team is eger to begin.
Basically, so you can start the.
I
still can't believe Dr. Vaughn expects our troops to try to.
So you can actually start the campaign mission, stuff like that, if you actually want to go that route. So you can actually build facilities. We need to estimate that right now. Let's go ahead and go to mission control and just kind of start it up. I just want them to shut up right now because I'm just trying to play the game and talk at the same time. It's very difficult to do that while listening to it. So here's what I'm talking about. Little aliens will come across, little UFOs, so you have to actually send out your planes to go attack it.
We have eyes on the bandit.
And this game is actually pretty deep for what it is, and it's streamlined too, so it doesn't feel like you're not missing something. And that was one problem I had with the old XCOM game, is that it felt like you were missing out on something, and that's something you could never really grasp what you were missing out on, but you knew you were missing. And it's weird to think that. Alright, so here we are. You can customize your guys, like I already said, and I'm actually going to go ahead and name some of these guys right now in honors of some more, I would say, loyal YouTubers of mine. And also some friends, of course, stuff like that. So my sniper, I know who I'm going to name this after, and hopefully he's watching this because I think he'll get a laugh. And unfortunately he's Italian. If he was Russian, it'd be so much better. Is there a Russian guy on my team at all? That's an English guy. Oh, well. Well, sorry, Dean, you get to be French. So we're going to customize this guy, and we can make him any race we want. I don't want him wearing a helmet, I don't think. Do I? Yeah, Dean gets to wear a helmet. Dean, you get a helmet. You get it. You get this one. I don't know what your favorite color is, Dean. I assume red because I see you in red all the time. So let's put you in red. We'll give you that. That's Dean right there. So here we go. We go Dean, and I'm probably butcher your last name, sir. Tom Choff, if I do believe that is correct. I don't know how correct that is spelling. Sorry if I'm wrong on that. You can go ahead and bitch at me later. But you get to be my sniper. Enjoy it. Alright, so we got an LMG guy. I don't know many people that like using LMGs, so I'm actually going to name this guy after one of probably my first and most loyal YouTuber. And his name is Brockstar. So we're going to go ahead and name this guy. If you guys want to check out his channel, he actually created a new channel recently called Brockstar Gaming. So go ahead and check him out. There's a little shout out for you, buddy. So let's go ahead and just name him here. Good old Brock. I'm probably pushing it. I think it's like that. Brockstar. Oh, I don't know. We're going to give you a first name. I'm not even sure what to put it. We'll just put it G. Because you're G. Oh crap, put that too. And his last name will be Brockstar. So there you go, Brockstar. There's a little shout out to you. Let's see. You're going to be my LMG support guy. Ooh, you look gross. Let's go ahead and give you a cool looking helmet. That's pretty cool. We'll give you a little Halo helmet. Let's make you blue. I want you to be a dark bluish. Like that or that? I like that a little more, so that's what you look like, Brock. So there's a little shout out to you. I'm trying to think of some other people. I can't off the top of my head right now. If you guys want to be noticed, let me know. So I'm just going to kind of name these people after people I already know. Customize. This will be Chris. And we'll use Velfer as his last name. So you guys know Velfer pretty well, I'm pretty sure. So, Chris, you are not white. I can tell you that right now. You are very much an Asian person. So, let's try to make this guy pretty Asian. I think that's the way to go. Is that kind of hairstyle I want? No, that's too weird. Actually, that's not too bad. We can go with that one. Gotta make it black. So, I mean, this is where I get to have a little bit of fun, guys. Facial hair. Yeah, let's give him a little 5 o'clock shadow. There we go. There you go, Chris. Let's see. You're more of a fan of white. There you go. There's a nice white outfit of you. Nah, that'll work. Okay, so there's Chris. Last, a woman. I don't know. I'm gonna leave that one blank until someone that is a woman that would like that position. Let me know. I'll give you it. Unless, of course, that position dies. But I'll name the other woman character after you, of course. Just leave a comment down below. You'll get it. No problem whatsoever. We'll just go ahead and launch this mission. I know, I take a lot of time, but I'm trying to make this more interactive and fun for you guys. I want you guys to enjoy it. I want you guys to interact with me. Things like that. So, if you guys want to see something, let me know. I'll put it in there.